Okay, I was at Microsoft Build a couple of weeks ago, and I want to talk about Edge, Linux, and everything else. It's Monk chips in 3 minutes. So here's the thing, Microsoft has obviously been on this tear recently, lots of development, lots of new tooling, lots of stuff for developers. What were some of the key messages at Microsoft Build? I think it's interesting because for me, there didn't necessarily seem to be one key overriding narrative, but on the other hand, there was lots to like. One of the things that we noticed, I thought was interesting anyway, was the efforts that Microsoft is making with the Edge browser. So they recently made the decision to ditch their own sort of rendering engine in favor of Chromium. And the question is, well, okay, why wouldn't I just use Chrome? What exactly is going to be the differentiation around Edge that I would want to choose that browser? Microsoft showed some actually pretty nice stuff in terms of rethinking one of the key roles of the browser. And in fact, they have this thing called collections. So collections is basically like a place, it's a sidebar where you can put your stuff. So, you know, you're browsing the web. Say you want to look for, today I was looking for headphones. You can pick out a load of different headphones, stick them in the sidebar, and it would literally kind of take the images of that. And I think what's interesting, potentially the metadata around pricing of that, and create an Excel spreadsheet. So you can begin to have the spreadsheet of the different things you might want. It could create a nicely formatted document. And I think for me, it was that sort of plays into some of the things that Dropbox has been doing lately, maybe even some Pinterest-like functionality, but certainly the idea that I can take the web and turn it really easily into Microsoft documents that are obviously also shareable on the web as Office 365. That's an interesting proposition. You know, certainly when you just see a table being created, it's pretty cool. So that's the Edge. Linux. Yeah, I mean, Microsoft has been doing a lot of work in Linux over the last couple of years, and it just keeps on making its support for Linux more and more effective. So it may not be the most elegant solution in the world. Obviously, you've got Windows and Linux running on it. But basically, finally, it seems like Microsoft, hey, really has brought Linux to the desktop. They've also got a nice CLI. I think CLI is obviously important in terms of that interaction between cloud and the developer experience. And so it'll be interesting to see how that is received. In terms of everything else, tons to like, some hits, some misses. I felt in terms of augmented reality, I mean, I got a chance to try on the HoloLens. They're really focusing on the industrial space with that. It's going to be like, thousands of dollars, and they haven't yet really positioned it as a gaming platform. So it'll be interesting to see how that emerges. But lots to like, no necessarily overarching focus, but plenty of tools that are interesting to developers. That's Microsoft Build and Monk chips in 3 minutes.